Well, welcome to Punters Inside Run. I'm Matthew Campbell. I'm joined by Mick, Sharkie, and let's get straight to it, Shark, because there is so many races to talk about. We've got group racing everywhere at Saturday at the Valley. We've got Randwick, and we've also got the Valley Friday night, as we know. So let's start with Friday night. I haven't done the form for Friday night, but you want to have a look at the Moonee Valley Cup. It's about $4.20 the field. What's taking your fancy?
Matty, I reckon there is an absolute Moonee Valley specialist in the Moonee Valley Cup, and I think it's a horse you probably know pretty well. We all do, really. She's been around a while, Luna Flair, but have a look at her record at the Valley. She's a previous winner of this race. I know she's won her way into the Melbourne Cup already via the Ramsden earlier this year. I think this mare's absolutely flying. I loved her running the Fian. Didn't have the best of times in the Underwood. I just don't know if she's a great Caulfield horse, whether that track, I know it sounds a bit weird, the corners are a bit tight, which seems counterintuitive when you come to the Valley, but
the Valley, yeah,
doesn't get around Caulfield with any comfort at all. Whereas she goes to Flemington or Moonee Valley, like the two polar opposites, really, aren't they, in terms of track layout? And she just cruises around the bends at the Valley. So I loved her running the Turnbull. I think she is the most likely winner of the Moonee Valley Cup from a very good gate.
Yeah, and if Graham Begg has a good weekend, I think I'm going to have a good weekend as well. I'm going to be following Graham. So let's get to Saturday. Let's get to the main event, the Cox Plate. Romantic Warrior is the favourite. I didn't see the track work, but by all reports, worked beautifully at the Valley.
Yeah, apparently it was an amazing piece of work, wasn't it? You know, it went there a day before the rest of them did with breakfast with the best. So it's always a positive when you hear somebody like Matty Sinan, who's been a track manager for such a long time, saying it's the best piece of work he's seen since Winks. I hope he hasn't left it on the track. Let's just say that, because if we get the real Romantic Warrior and he puts up anything like his best, he might be something to behold there on Saturday. I think he can win the race. It's such an even race. There's genuinely 5 or 6 winning chances. I've got a feeling Militarized can win the Cox Plate.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it might be a year for a good 3-year-old, and I stand by the fact that Militarized is the best 3-year-old. Things just didn't go his way in the Caulfield Guineas. Way too far back. His sectionals were great. He was closing off strongly through the line. Has the luxury of a really good barrier and no weight. So Zach Lloyd, he'll be able to put this horse, I hope, in the first part of the field. And we know the sort of turn of foot Militarized has. I'm hoping that he's up to the task in the Cox Plate. It's a deep one this year. I hope Militarized is winning. I think he's an each-way play in the race. I've been against Mr. Brightside at 2,000 metres. I'm inclined just to take him on again at the trip.
Yep.
Alligator Blood's another one that I've sort of ummed and ahed over at the distance, but he was so dominant there last time. You know, when he gets rolling up on speed, he's always super hard to beat. So, look, it's a race with good speed, great depth. It's going to be a great contest, Matty. Hopefully Militarized gets the job done.
Yeah, I think I'm not frightened to back 3-year-olds at a Cox Plate with that nothing on their back. So I'm with you there. I'll be having something on it. Let's have a chat about the Manikato Stakes. It'll be a short chat because nothing wrong with the Uncommon James and Buenos Noches and I and Me. They're racing well. But Imperatrice, what do you say? It just wins.
Well, she's in a different league at the moment. Yeah. It would appear, wouldn't it? She's in absolute career best form. Look at her last 3 runs at the Valley. A William Reid in dominant style, a McEwen Stakes in track record time, and she broke her own track record at her next start in the Moya. So she's incredibly hard to beat here. I really hope Buenos Noches returns to form and runs second. I've got a lot of time for this horse. I think he's a real talent. Again, just too far back in the Everest last time. Hopefully he can run on and fill that spot for second. That'll be the bet that I take, Matty. Exactly. To beat Buenos Noches.
Yeah. Lots of other group races. Where else do you want to play?
Yeah, I think there's a really nice emerging filly in the Fillies Classic Race 6, number 8, Skybird. Funny how young trainers, there's always one every spring, just seem to appear at the right time and win a couple of majors. Mitch Friedman did it with Attrition, winning his first Group 1 the other week. Skybird's been going through the classes beautifully on the provincial circuit. I think she can win the Fillies Classic. And my best bet, I've been waiting for this horse to get to 2,000 metres. I think he's the Derby winner. Race 7 in the Vars, number 3, Verdad. It's the best of the weekend, Matt.
Yeah, it looks the best of the day for me as well. Just crying out for the distance. And, it's going to be very, very hard to beat. Best of the day, Verdad. All right, we've got plenty of good racing also across the border in Randwick. We've got the Group 1 Spring Champion Stakes. Who do you like?
Spring champion Tom Kitten. Everyone saw the run. It was a big run last time. Arguably should have won. He's building a bit of a record like that though.
He's been a bit expensive the last 3 runs, hasn't he?
Yes, hitting the line and just not winning. Now he is by Harry Angel, who's an absolute out and out sprinter. I think he gets his strength over a distance from his dam side, but I've still got a little query about him, Matty, at 2,000. I know he's hitting the line hard at 18, but I've still got a little query there. I think there's a good bet in this race. It's a horse that, again, should be running the trip right out. Number 12, Tutor La Vita. Yeah. Great run in the Flight Stakes. Has been to the trials and won again since. I think the Flight Stakes form is holding up pretty well with Tropical Squall coming and running well in the Ethereal. She'll go off to an Oaks. I reckon Tutor La Vita might be there to join her. I think she'll go to the Spring Champion. I think she'll win and she'll end up in an Oaks.
All right. Tutor La Vita to upset Tom Kitten. What about in the Invitation?
I think 2 bets in this race for me. Number 2, Espiona. Didn't get the best of luck in the Everest. In saying that, if she gets a clear run, I don't think she's winning it, but she might be running on and running top 3 or 4. I think that's good enough form to see her win this. Just needs a little bit of luck from the gate. The other horse I'll be backing in this race, though, Matt, back to 1,400, number 11, Osbred Flirt at $21. I thought her run last time was very, very good. Darted through, hit the lead in the Angst. Was run down late by Renaissance Woman, who's a really strong horse. Yeah. Comes back to 14, where she's unbeaten, Osbred Flirt. I think she's over the odds at the moment.
I'll be on Magic Time. There was that Graham Begg line that I was talking about. I think just drawn a little bit, a bit more versatile wherever she draws, and 1,400 is her sweet spot. Same as Espiona. And I agree that Osbred Flirt comes out of the Renaissance Woman form line. I'm backing Renaissance Woman on the weekend as well. What else do you like in Sydney? I
think the best in Sydney, Matty, is in race 9, number 11, Arctic Glamour. Rosehill win first up by 4.5 lengths. Looked very good doing it. Proved it was no fluke when she went to Randwick last time, won the Reginald Allen, and was going away from them too. I think she's a filly that should come to Melbourne, I think, for the 1,000 guineas on the back of this win. I think she's the horse to beat there.
Yeah, a bit of an untapped talent, isn't she? Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, Shark. Well, it's going to be a very busy weekend. Good luck on the punt. Plenty of value as well as some favourites to back there, mate.
Let's hope it's a winning weekend, Matty, and hope your Graham Big parlay pays off.
Go Graham, go Shark, and go everyone on the weekend. That's been the Punters Inside Run. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you find a winner. Happy punting. See you next week.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.